comes a time, and I think in everyone's life, if you're in a band, after a certain time you're like, you can almost get caught in it, you know, like this is the only thing we know, and you kind of almost forget why you're doing it. So, and we didn't want to be addicted to the band. Everything is about me as a person, my identity is Blindside, and I think we wanted to step away from that a little bit to sort of find another identity in a way.
For the first time, we're actually in a long time, we're finally home in the summertime, which was nice, and not, you know, in Phoenix, Arizona, where it's 110 degrees.
And then maybe come back to the band with more of something to give, you know what I mean? Because otherwise you kind of run empty and you just keep going.
And since '98, we've been on tour every summer, except until after the Great Depression, when we decided to step away from touring a while. And all of a sudden, we're home in Sweden during the summer, which is amazing, because that's really the only time when it's nice in Sweden. It's in the summer.
No, what happened was that when we started writing after Great Depression, we came to a halt because of the record company.
In a way, I don't think the break from being out touring would be that long. I thought we would make a record a lot faster.
Because you kind of lose momentum, you're like ready to go into the studio, and to be honest, we didn't have the songs. I mean, when we but still, we were ready to go. And when that came to a halt, I think we knew that we had to start over, and I think we didn't want to start over fast. Like, okay, all right, let's get on to the next thing. I think we wanted to, as far as, you know, the band goes, that we wanted to just really try to reinvent ourselves, and also just take the time, because, you know, like the momentum, you know, it ran out. It was already 2 years since the last album.
Momentum kind of drops when you don't have a clear aim, or at least you see that it's like, okay, we're gonna reach it in this time or whatever. And so I think, yeah.
In a way, we needed this time though, just to step away from everything.
So after 2007, I think we just started writing songs, and we just had the feeling that no rush, you know. Let's really figure out what we want to do, like musically. That's why when we came to LA recording first time, we decided to write more songs instead of going into the studio straight away, which pushed basically the record forward a year or year and a half. But it was worth it.
In a way, otherwise we would have been pushed to make an album and release it, is to release new music so we could go on tour, and that wasn't really what we wanted to.
I don't want to stress a record.
It was intentional to work until it was done, and it came with everything that we did. The mixing of the album just, you know, took 6-7 months, but it was because we had a picture in our head by that time that this is what we want. Hey radio, did you play my song? I think for me, the intention of that was that you don't have to always know where the band is if there's nothing interesting happening. And of course we could have, you know, reported like, yeah, we're planning to go into the studio, or we've been in the studio, we've done a couple of songs. It's just, it doesn't really say anything. So I think, at least for me, it was intentional in that way, that I wanted us to say something when we come.
You have something real, substantial.
Yeah. You know. Of course, it's not nice to the fans, but I think it's also hopefully it'll, you know, make up for it to come back with something that's really good.
In a way, it's been good. It's a lot of things has changed during these 16 years we've been playing, and we're in a different situation with our family lives and everything. So we have to adjust to that in a lot of ways. And I think it was the right thing to be home for a while.
I think it is just that realization that, in a way, you don't need the band in a good sense, if that makes sense. Like, we need each other's friendship, we need each other's I need my wife and my family, and there is a possibility to live another life, but it's almost like you can come back with a sort of security in a way, which is like, this is awesome and then this is fun, but it's not the end of the world if it would crash.